Hey everyone, this is Mukesh Otwani once again from learn-innovation.com. Today in this lecture, I will show you how you can run the Postman collection, or I will say the Postman request using CLI. Okay, so it's going to be very interesting feature and it's going to be super easy because Postman already have provided a very handy way to run your collection using CLI. So we are going to use a Newman. So Newman is nothing but a command line collection runner for Postman. So what exactly it will do, it will allow you to run the test directly from the CLI. Okay, so this definitely it is going to help you when you are running your test in different systems and you don't want Postman API or Postman application to be up and running. You just start your terminal or the CLI and you can directly start executing your Postman collection. So we are going to use Newman, which actually will execute a complete collection that with a simple command. Okay, so without any further delay, let's start, and this is the link that you need to refer. So if you come down here, we just need to install us Newman in our local system, and once it is done, you can start executing. Okay, so before we install this, make sure you have the Node.js installed in your system, right? So if you don't have Node.js, then you can download the Node.js and then you can start with npm. And downloading Node.js is super easy. You just go to Node.js site, just download it and double click install. Automatically it will set the path variable as well. You don't need to set the path variable as well. Okay, it will automatically set. So in case if you want to cross verify do you have node or not, so just type node space -v and you will see that node version. If it is giving you, it means node is installed, otherwise you need to download the Node.js and install it. Okay, and you can also see npm. So by default when you install node, npm also will come automatically. So in case if you want to cross check, already we have npm installed in our system, and you can see the current version at the time of recording this is 6.14.4 and the node version which I'm using is 12.16.2 at the time of recording this session. So maybe you will have the latest versions or the older version, that's fine. It should work with any version because there's no compatibility which they have mentioned here. So what we need to do, we just need to install this Newman and we are good to go. So just either you can copy paste this command or you just type it. So I will just copy paste. Okay, G means global, Newman is the module that we are installing, so hit enter. I already have in my system, so in case if there are new updates, it will automatically download the updates as well. If there's no updates, it should continue with my older version. Okay, so it will take few seconds. Okay, in the meanwhile I will show you how we can run it. So basically Newman have just one command called run, and you can provide the direct collection which you want to run and it will automatically run your complete collection. Okay, so if you come down here, you will see they have multiple options apart from the one which we have, like you can directly give the collection and it will start. But in case if you want to see the different options which they have, so you just mention help or just say -h and it will give you all the options which they have right now. Okay, so let me show you. Yeah, it's already installed. You can see added one package from one contributor, and the latest version is Newman 5.1.0. okay, cool. Now what we need, let me show you. I will type Newman run -h. H means help section. So apart from run, what are the additional options that you can pass? And you can see they have a huge list that you can pass along with your collection file. So don't worry, I will show you these exactly. I will not be able to show you each and every option because it's not required and it will take a lot of time. So I will only show you which is required, and maybe you can experiment all the other things from your side as well. Fine. So we need now collection so that I can start showing you how it works. So basically I have this collection. So this is our collection that we are running from this complete series. So it has so many variables, environments, and so many pre-script as well. So if I show you this one, you might get confused. So let me show you the COVID-19 tracker collection that we created earlier. Here actually we have only two APIs. Okay, the moment I send this request, I'm getting the COVID-19 details, the total number of cases, recovery cases, death cases, and so on. In the same way, I have another API which will give me country specific specifications or the search results. Now I need to run this as a collection, okay, directly from CLI, or I will say using Newman. So what you need to do, you just need to right click on export, and you can say it will ask you in which format you want. So by default, COVID, like this complete collection will be coming as a JSON file, and it is asking us to export in v2.1, which is recommended. So go ahead with that. I've created a separate folder where I can show you from scratch. So this is the folder that so here we are going to store all the JSON file. Okay, so let me give this file name as COVID-19. Save this. Okay, if I come down here, you can see we have this collection file. Okay, so just a small change that we need to do, we need to make this in a JSON format. Yeah, so by default it should come with JSON. For me it was not coming, so I just renamed this file as a JSON file. In your case, if it is coming as JSON file, do not make any changes, continue with that. So if you want to see this file, just open this in a Notepad++ or Notepad or any other editor which you have, and you can see this collection has all the details about my request, right? Now if I want to run this, it's super easy. You just need to open CMD, just type Newman, run, drag and drop this JSON file and hit enter. You will see it will start executing all your requests, and you can see right now it executed two requests. One was get request, and this was one assertion. Can you see this plus, not plus, actually it's a write option, which is just for the validation. If validation pass, it will give this check option, otherwise it will fail. This is another request, and you can see another assertion also passed. So total iteration 1, total 2 requests, total 2 scripts and 2 assertions. Totally you can see the result is okay, green. That's very good. Now let's make few changes so that you can understand how it works in real time. So in my previous videos, I already showed you how to create the environment variables, right? So let's say this URL is getting repeated in almost every request. So that we already discussed that I don't want to hard code this. So what if I make this as an environment variable and then I want to run it? So in that case, what should be the case, right? So let's do one thing. Let's create one environment. This environment I will say, let's say COVID, okay, and I will say new URL, and I will make this as a current value, okay, and just save this. And I also want to download this because I am running from CLI, so definitely I need this environment as well as JSON so that I can run it. So just right click, not right click, just click on this, and you can see it also got downloaded. So what is here? It's a COVID, and what should be the value? It's a new URL, right? So guys, in case if you're completely new what is collection, how I'm passing all this, I would recommend you to watch my previous videos where we already discussed what is collection, what is environment variables, how to use. So I'm just doing the same thing. I'm just going to replicate the same thing in this. So in case if you haven't watched, I will link all of them in the description. You can go ahead and watch that. Now just to cross check whether it's working fine or not. So yes, it's working, and the moment I put mouse over, you can see it's getting updated. Now here comes the main deal now. If I simply download this collection now, okay, just export, and let's export, fine. Now let's go back and see here. So this is the new one file. If you can see this was like 1017. This is the latest one. So what if I simply try to execute this file, and let's see how it executes. Okay, so just execute now. and here we go. So you can see now it's actually failing. The reason why it is failing, it is not able to understand the URL. So can you see this? This new URL it is not able to understand. Okay, for second one, it is actually we did not save the file, so it's taking the default one. So maybe quickly I will make the changes, save this, and then export. Actually we did not saved, that's the reason it was not coming. So let me save this, let me save this once again. Yeah, so this time both should fail, because both the request will not be able to understand what is new URL, what is new URL. So it is failing and it is expected. So here comes the main deal. So we also exported our environment, right? So this was our environment where we actually have the value that we have entered, correct? So this was the environment that we downloaded, but the moment you open this, can you see this value is coming blank? The reason is, now if you go back here, I have only given the current value, I have not given the initial values. So whenever you work with whenever you work with Newman, always make sure when you exporting the collection, you should have values in the initial section as well. When you're working with Postman, current values should work, but when you export, make sure you give the values in the initial value as well. So I'm going to update it. I will download once again, and I will just override. Fine. Now let's come back here and execute once again. But again it will fail because we are not telling that where is my environment variables, right? So just now we exported the new environment variables. So let me quickly check, did we get the latest one? Yes, I hope so. And yes, you can see now the collection that the environment that we exported, right, it has one key called new URL, which is going to replace with this, and enable status equal to true. Perfect. Now it should run. So how do we know which how do we pass it? So one thing that definitely you can refer their official documentation. So if you come down here, they have mentioned it that your collection probably use environment variables, right? So you can just pass -e and give the JSON file, and it will automatically pick the keys that you have mentioned, and it will automatically map and it will execute. That's very easy. So I will just mention -e space, and I will just give the path of this environment. So just drag and drop, not here, just a second. Yeah, right. So Newman run, this is the collection that I want to run, and -e means environment, and this is the environment I want to pass. Now let's execute it, and yeah, we're good to go. So as you can see now, this value is actually getting updated because this time we are passing. So in case if you don't pass, it will fail. Yeah. So it's very easy. This is how you can execute the complete collection with environment, and it should work fine. Now there's another interesting question in interviews as well. What about the global variables? Because environment we have already specified, right? But what about the global variables? See, for global variables, exactly process is same. It is just you need to use -g. You can also export all the global variables as a JSON file, and you just need to specify the path. Okay. So the last thing which I want to mention here, you can also give the iteration count, that how many times you want to run this. Okay. So let's say I will add -n. N means number of times you want to run this. I will make it 2. So right now it has 2 requests, right? But when I make n equal to 2, so number of requests should be double. And right now you can see iteration was 1. This time when I run, iteration should be 2. And you can see all the values have changed now. Number of iteration is 2, request is 4, pre-request is 0 right now, test script 4, and assertion is 4. And if you try to see this, during first iteration it executed this, during second iteration it executed this. So it's very interesting, guys. I would highly recommend you to explore this, because this is how we are going to use with all the CI tools. So in the next example, I will show you how you can integrate with Jenkins and how you can take the maximum advantage of Newman. Okay, so they have also given two important links which I have opened here. It is exactly the same thing. So whenever you have time, please go with these links. They're very interesting, very important features they have given. Okay, and you can actually do so many things with this Newman. So that's all I have for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed this Newman section. If yes, then hit the like button, share with your friends, subscribe to my channel. For any kind of training, support, query, feel free to connect with me. You can visit my blog as well, which is learn-automation.com. And in case if you have any feedback, let me know in the comment section, and I will see you in the next video. Have a nice day. Bye bye.